Okay, that was simple. Love it. All right, so welcome, guys. For those of you that are here, I don't know how many we got so far. I see Sean in TeamSpeak and I see Kelsey in chat. So welcome, guys. If there are others of you here, please come and say hello. We're going to be playing American Truck Simulator tonight. It was actually a dead tie from the polls that I put out. I put out 3 polls, one in TeamSpeak, one in Twitter, starts with a T, one in Facebook, and one on Instagram. The Instagram one, I think I got a response in the affirmative for both, so that was tied. The Facebook poll, no, the Twitter poll was 75% American Truck, 25% what do you call it? Tower, which was out of 4 votes, so that was 3-1. So and then the other side, the Facebook one was 2 votes in favor of Tower. So, so in the end, it came out to a dead heat. So I just made the call and decided I'll do some trucking tonight. We did Tower last week. So some couple things of news, and I will reiterate this stuff on the stream tomorrow for Friday Night Ops because we'll probably have a bigger crowd for that, and I'd like to go over that more in depth then. And we'll actually have graphics in place by that point. I haven't had a chance to do anything with that yet. 2 things. One, not related to what I just talked about, but kind of exciting, is I just got what I ordered, one of the Elgato Stream Decks, which, for those of you that don't know, it is this little jobby. I'm going to try to hold this up and not ruin it, how I've got it set. Hang on a second, I've already kind of screwed it up. So it's this little guy right here. Elgato Stream Deck. So this is super cool, especially for this game where it is a full screen type game. So I don't have access to Streamlabs or other things without minimizing the game. This is super helpful. In fact, I just started the stream and did all that stuff inside the game from this guy, setting up some buttons. I've only got a few buttons so far that will be bringing a ton more features as I get acquainted with how to use this, but I just got this the other day. So super cool, super excited to kind of get used to that. The second thing that's really cool, actually, I think this is really cool for me anyway, because it makes me feel like I hit some big time, even though I really haven't. But it's still cool. So for those of you that don't know, Flight Sim Expo, this has nothing to do with trucking, by the way. I understand. I'm just going to monologue here for a moment. But the Flight Sim Expo is coming up in June, the first. Well, technically, I guess it's the second weekend of June, barely. The 7th through the 10th, whatever that is, in June, in Orlando, Florida. It's going to be a huge event for Flight Sim. It's the biggest Flight Sim conference that exists at this moment, as far as I know. Especially based on the kind of turnout we had last year in Las Vegas. So, it's second year of Flight Sim Expo. It is I think the 6th or 7th year of a Flight Sim type convention. It was known as Flight Sim Con for the first 5 years, and they kind of took it back from a company that they kind of gave it to and rebranded it because the other company wanted to keep going with it, and so there was some tension. I don't know if what we know now as Flight Sim Con will be happening again this year. Attendance, from what I heard, attendance comparatively between the two was night and day, which is kind of what a lot of us expected. But the Flight Sim Expo, which had its first version this last year in Las Vegas, is happening number 2 in Orlando, Florida. Oh my God, I knew that was going to happen. What do you want from me? Is having its first version in. It is. See, now I'm all thrown off. My boss is calling me every time I start streaming. I don't understand what it is. It's like a magnet. They know I'm unavailable, so we'll call. Um, anyway, the Flight Sim Expo is happening in Orlando. I'll be going. A number of some of you are actually going as well. And they just released their exhibitors and media partners on Tuesday, I think is when that thing came out. I got a tweet about it. And a number of the media partners. Hang on. Okay, I'm sorry. Ay, ay, ay. Just every time I start streaming, they all call. Okay, so we're back. Anyway, hey, Crypto.
Hey, what you up to tonight?
Well, I'm in the middle of monologuing, so give me one moment.
Oh God.
All right, so Flight Sim Expo is happening in Orlando. By the way, you should go if you're not planning on already. It's going to be a lot of fun. But the cool thing to announce is a number of the media partners that are listed there are big name streamers. Chili Willies, Chewy, Matt Davies, Ground Point Niner, Cat Strader, Durka, some others. Um, big stream, big in the flight sim world. Let's put it that way. As far as streaming goes. I am not nearly on their level, and I acknowledge that, and that's fine. I'm not. That's not what this is about. Um, but anyway, in that section of the media partners was a little thing that says, hey, if you're interested in becoming a media partner with us, let us know. So I emailed them on Tuesday night, and I got an email response from them back the next day, basically saying, yeah, we'd love for you to be a media partner. So I am officially. I've signed the paperwork and everything the other day. I'm officially a media partner for Flight Sim Expo 2019, which is kind of cool, which means my logo gets listed on the Flight Sim Expo webpage, and I'll have advanced press release information for anything regarding the expo. I have access to the streamer, Wi-Fi for if I want to do any live streaming at the expo, and free reign to take pictures and video of the expo as long as I make it available to the expo themselves. And then the caveat on that is that I will advertise for the expo on my stream. So that's what, in a sense, I'm doing right now. Verbally, we will have graphics starting tomorrow that will show that. But it's just kind of cool to, it's kind of another little jump up in the stream world to be able to do that and participate that way. So my thanks goes out to Flight Sim Expo for allowing me to do that. But at the same time, it's I would have probably been promoting them anyway, so because I think it's really cool. So anyway, so just some cool things, and I'll talk more about that tomorrow when we're actually doing flight sim type stream. Tonight we're doing truck, so it kind of doesn't correlate, but I want to tell people. So anyway, so let's get going.
Denaro is Miami, and I'm loading in right now, so I'll join you in a sec.
You're what's in Miami?
FNO.
Oh, okay. Wait,
The FNO is to Miami.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. And you said you'll be joining me in a second. Are you coming in to play truck sim? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay, I just want to clarify because it's FNO's Miami. I'll be loading up and joining you. I'm like, are you joining the FNO? Which is I'm confused. Yeah. Hey, Captain Tim, how you doing?
Oh, doing fine in Siberia.
Yeah, so I hear. That's exciting and said in the most sarcastic way possible.
Well, it's, if you never felt minus 25, 27 actual air temperature, it's really interesting.
I'll bet I have not, and so being from California, I think I would probably just die. But
Well, it's interesting. This is the first time I've actually really paid attention to density altitude,
uh-huh.
and the density altitudes are like minus 3,000 feet AGL. It's really incredible.
Oh, weird. Oh, that's
The
goofy.
takeoff performance must be amazing.
It is.
As long as your wing isn't covered with snow and ice.
I flew Monday for my credit flight, and I got good, so I now have a big chunk. I skip a huge chunk of stuff just for my previous flight time. So now I'm the head of everyone else in my class. But that day the wind was right down the runway, and I've never taken off at such a steep angle that I climbed from ground level to above 1,000 feet in like 2 minutes. It's like, whoop!
Just remember to stay humble.
That's right.
I was surprised at that, pretty much. It surprised me just how the winds were that day. It was just, but still, for me, I'm still looking forward to doing my training. I sandbagged on a Seminole flight yesterday. That was pretty fun, and looking forward to getting up to that point. No, just working forward.
Coolio. I think I'm going to take this load of tableware from Sacramento to Santa Maria. So if you're looking to join along in the Truck Sim multiverse, we are going to be going from, at least to start, going from Sacramento toward Santa Maria in California. That's down kind of by Oxnard and on the coast over there. So that's what I will be doing. So just FYI. Sean, you said you're looking for some cheaper hotel accommodations in Orlando. Yeah, good luck with that. I mean, I'm sure there are.
Good luck with that.
I'm sure there are some as of the like Motel 6 variety or something. But yeah, the problem is it's right there by SeaWorld, so it's kind of like trying to find a cheap hotel by Disneyland. It take some doing. So, and not to mention the Disney World's right in that, somewhere in the vicinity as well. So.
You're not in Fresno?
No, I'm not in Fresno. I'm in Sacramento at the moment. Sacramento. And I don't hear anything. Oh. Okay, stand by. In all my haste, I forgot to change my... Actually, is it set to... Oh, it's not. Okay. Let's see if that did it. No. I'm going to restart this now. That's going to be annoying. Hang on, let me see if I can avoid that. Audio. Do you not let me choose my... Really? You don't let me choose what I'm going to use for audio? You just... that?
Rip.
Yeah, rip indeed. Okay. Alright, I gotta quit the thing and restart it because it's not gonna take my audio until I do that, so sorry.
Hey, Moose.
Hey, Kramer, how you doing?
I'm well.
So you're going from Sacramento to where again?
Well, I was going to Santa Maria. I may not have that job anymore, so give me a second. Let me get back in here and see what transpires. See what hell hath wrought. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, job market. Do I have an existing job? That's the question. Let's find out. We'll know in a second when I connect in here. I technically should still have it, but technically and is are two different things. Cargo table. Yes, I do have it. So yes, so Sacramento to Santa Maria is still on the docket, and it is currently raining in here. Let's see. Start our engines up. Yeah. Don't do that, please. Lights are on. Windshield wipers. Air brakes. Forward, and let's go find our load.
Yep, I got my load Santa Maria too, so I'll meet there.
Fantastic. Are you coming out of Fresno?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Any ideas where you might be for tomorrow? Might be departing from? I'm thinking of just coming out, flying out of Denver.
I don't. You said the FNO's Miami?
Yep.
Miami? Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about that.
Miami.
Miami, yeah. We did Miami to Houston wasn't that just like, or was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, that was a few weeks ago actually.
Across the Gulf.
Yep. Just want to fly back?
What was last week's? I forgot what it was already. I think I flew. Oh, that was the Albuquerque one. That's right, the one where I shut my engines off because I was super smart.
And it was my first flight with the MD-80.
That's right.
Which somehow I couldn't get the IELTS to catch the first time. I was like, wait, what?
My yoke still doesn't work. It's a bummer.
Still, what kind of yoke you got again?
Satec.
And it's like kaput, like in general, or just in this game?
Just in general.
Oh, that's weird. No physical damage to it. It just quit working.
Yeah, whenever I plug it in, it says there's something wrong with like I forgot exactly what it says, but it's like something with the USB or I don't know. It's not the USB itself, but like maybe drivers.
Oh, interesting. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people having trouble with the drivers. Satec.
See, you got another reason why I don't have any such problems with CH products. Just saying.
My Cytec's working fine.
All right. Well, Tim's the exception.
Yeah, the problem I've read about is Windows 10s don't like their drivers.
Oh, yeah. That's the unfortunate thing. Every time a new operating system comes out, it seems like a lot of your stuff still works, but there's always going to be something that doesn't want to play nice with it. So, just got to deal with it, unfortunately.
Pretty much the cheer we make when Windows updates.
Yeah, exactly. What will break now?
I remember like the last time I went to my computer, my GPU driver broke. I was like, yep, okay, rolling that back. Then I did the installs a little bit later on. Oh, never mind, now they're working good.
Yeah. This is my old adage is I do not upgrade if everything is working unless I feel the need to for some specific reason, or I'm forced to, which thank you Windows 10 for forcing me every, 3 months or whatever it is. But I like to play roulette as little as possible with my system, if I can. Okay. Alright, on to Santa Maria. I've been playing this occasionally offline with the snow mod, and you have to really think in this game, especially braking so much earlier because they just slide right on that ice. You just keep on going.
Oh, you should have been here.
Oh, I can only imagine. There's a reason I don't wish to live in the snowy areas. I'll look at them from afar. Actually, there was a great thing I saw on Facebook the other day. It was I love watching the snow from Facebook in California. Like it was like spaced out. It's like, yeah, I can relate to that. I'll admire it from afar.
Yeah, the whole north is kind of crippled in the cold. Like it got pretty cold here. Like it's been like the low 40s such here, and a few days ago it was in the 30s. That was pretty much it for the Midwest.
Say again, the Midwest?
The southern Midwest.
You're in the Great Plains.
I'm in a divot.
Oh, I see you've been landing again, huh?
Yeah. I saw Kelsey was on here earlier in chat. How's the weather doing up where you are over in the New England area?
Hey,
You're still
Kelsey.
here.
Just getting ready for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true.
File that in like I care.
I know, right? Of course, this year of all, it's like anytime the Patriots are back in it, it's like, ugh. Horrible, huh? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Fourth
There she is.
Doctor, how you doing?
Ooh, look, it's got True Glass.
I know, right?
Is True Glass out for the MD80 on prepared?
I don't know that it is.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it's talked about, but I don't think it's been implemented. Unless it was implemented with the 83 and 88 version, but I don't think the 82 has it yet.
What? No, until we find out.
No.
I know the TFDI has it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
well, TFDI made it, so they're the creators of True Light or of True Glass. Fourth Doctor, stay warmer the most. What part of the country or world are you in again?
I can see.
Oh, you're in Tennessee. Okay, just outside of Memphis. Got it.
Oh, the FedEx capital of the United States.
Well, Memphis is, yes.
I was down in Dryersburg, Tennessee this summer.
Oh. I wouldn't be able to pick that out on a map, I'll tell you that.
Well, it's kind of northeast of Memphis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when it comes to Tennessee geography, I basically know where Memphis and Nashville is, and that's about it. David, we are headed to Santa Maria. Santa Maria.
Yeah, that place.
Yeah.
Dyersburg.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I don't have any trips that way, so
Bobtail.
Life is... All I got when you said Bobtail was that DuckTales song. Bobtail, woo! It's not the right words, but it sounds like it. Is that a DuckTales?
I was expecting you to sing Rainy Nights.
I don't know Rainy Nights, so, but you know if I did, I would.
You know that truck driving song?
Wait, what was that?
You know that truck driving song about the windshield wipers and everything?
You'll have to.
Yeah, go find it.
I was trying to see if you'd sing it, but that's dang it, failed again.
Captains don't sing.
Foiled again. Real friends won't let friends fly on Pete. What?
Hey, Chris.
Chris D, you know. Oh, alone. Okay. The alone went on to the next line and was like half hidden by the where I type a message. Ah. Nice. Yeah, just block the road off with random cones for no reason. Thank you, Mr. CHP.
Oh, did you get detoured?
Yeah. Well, no. It's just a thing in the road. But there was nothing there. Just cones. Like I'd be okay if there was like an accident there or something, but no.
I like how Encrypted got really excited, like, oh, did you get detoured?
I know.
I'll pass you.
It's like he's just waiting for the.
Well, I'm already out farther ahead than Moose is.
Yeah, he's gonna beat me there anyway because he started in Fresno. But anyway, so it looked like you said friends don't let friends play P3DB4. It's like, since when did you become an X-Plane fanatic? Like, what the heck? But the alone was down there. I didn't see that. So well played. How you doing, Christy? What kind of weather you got going in San Diego right now? Rothmuller?
Rain.
Rain? Well, I got rain right here in the valley, in the sim. It's not raining in Fresno at the moment in reality, but not that this mirrors reality. It just does what
A
it will.
thunderstorm.
It's like Bakersfield is as close as I'm going to get to you guys.
Gotcha. Where are you coming from, Sean?
Eureka.
Eureka.
Oh, that's right. Unless these things are fully upgraded, you can't get across the map stuff.
Huh?
If all your skills aren't fully upgraded,
Oh yeah.
you don't get across the map.
Well,
so.
you can if you just upgrade your distance, but yeah, your distance has to increase enough to give you longer and longer trips, and then you get a
So I
specialized
just-
cargo by doing the other ones.
Spawned in Fresno.
All right, well, you're not that far from me then, because I think I'm basically on the I-5 at the moment, passing probably not that far horizontally from Fresno at the moment.
What was the final vote on
It
Tower
wa-
3D versus trucking?
It was a dead heat, so I just made the tie-breaking vote and did P3D did Trucker since we did Tower last week.
Yeah, and also, you really don't get to talk much in Tower.
It's true. It's true. There's not as much interaction. Although it was fun doing multiplayer for the first time. I want to do some more of that. But yeah, that's the downside of Tower is you're constantly having to shout commands and then you kind of have to talk in the midst of. Although it's easier to do that with a split multiplayer because they're handling half the stuff as opposed to doing it all yourself where once it gets going you can't let up or you get pileups.
Yeah, it's kind of like, streaming Tourette's.
Yeah, exactly. I think we should do that sometime.
if I pick it up, Moose, I'll play with you one night.
Nice. Kelsey, how was your week? I'm signed in finally computer. Oh, nice. My week was wonderful. It was good actually. I had a lunch meeting with one of our elders today to just check in the guy that kind of provides my oversight, and that ended up being quite a long meeting. So, but it was a nice break from the usual.
Did you buy lunch?
Actually, the church bought lunch, so technically I did it with the church credit card. So I bought lunch, but I'm not personally the one paying for it. So if that makes any sense.
So your supervisor took you to lunch and you paid for it with a company credit card?
Yes. Because he doesn't have one, so because he's not he's not on staff. He's just the elder, so yeah. So yeah. It saves him the hassle of having to put it on his card, turn in a receipt, and the whole thing, get reimbursed. So it's cleaner this way. But yeah, it's good times. Good times.
I'm actually driving over to the I-5 right now.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm no longer on the I-5 now. I'm on something else. And
The 198?
No, 152.
I'm on the 58.
A little north of the 198. You're on the 58?
Yep.
Thought you were coming from Fresno. What are you doing on the
I am.
58?
58's cutting. I'm cutting across, pretty much.
All right. 58.
I'm pretty much cutting. I'm cutting southwest, pretty much.
Oh no, okay, I got you now. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I'm cutting from Fresno over to the 5.
The funny thing, Moose, is as usual, it's nighttime.
Ooh, look, it's Black Jesus.
Oh God.
That's what his name was. What do you want from my life?
There's two things I can't do. I can't dance and I can't sing. I can fly planes though.
Oh, let's not start that list.
Had work today and got to be with the puppies. Oh, awesome, Kelsey.
Puppies are so cute.
Puppy therapy.
Hey, Kelsey, have you played with the Bernese Mountain Dog yet? Of course, a girl in Bernese Mountain Dog is probably bigger than she is.
So then the question is, do you play with the Burmese Mountain Dog or does it play with you?
It's a speed bump. It just don't play.
It becomes like it's a trap.
Oh, that's too bad, Kelsey.
It's a trap.
Come here, puppy, puppy. Boom. Okay, can't breathe.
Exactly. It's like we'll do that with our black lab. We'll get her all riled up and, you know, jumping around the floor, and she's trying to jump on us to get her toy or whatever it is. And then, of course, she'll just jump onto us, and it's like, oh gosh, okay, yeah, you weigh like 80 pounds. Okay. You're adorable, but please get off my chest.
And then you get the ones that don't go past the I'm the lapdog phase and just always want to lay on top of you.
That's like my sister's dog. They have it's some kind of terrier mix thing, and it just wants to constantly like be all over you. And it's like, okay, look, dog, that's great, but at some point I need my space. Like, you're gonna have to back off.
Small dogs are like that. I'm talking about like getting like the little big old labs.
Well,
big
yeah, no,
dogs.
you get one of those that just wants to be a lap dog. Yeah, then you have problems. Thankfully, Katie is not one of those.
And
Kelsey's
Fort
working
Doctor
with the
tried
German
dropping the R.
Shepherds. That's going to be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. German Shepherd. I like German Shepherds. They're really good dogs.
They're great dogs, except they have that herding instinct that's incredible.
hmm Hey, Fourth Doctor, try respelling TeamSpeak. You spelled it Team Spirk, which sounds like a Swedish chef term for it, which is cool. I kind of want to call it that now. But
Spirit Airlines.
everyone join Team Spirk. Bork bork.
Fish scared of fish before.
Hey, I actually have a trucker question tonight, campers.
That's the first.
Wow. All right, let's hear it.
I was hoping Red was on. So I'm tooling down I-90 this morning, and it's minus 20. And
As it often
that's
is.
outside air temp. That's not even wind chill.
Oh gosh.
And there is a bobtailing semi-truck in front of me with twin stacks coming
Okay.
out the back,
Mhm.
but he only had exhaust coming out the right stack, which I thought was weird.
Oh. Well, I can offer a theory. He wants the look of twin stacks, but doesn't actually have dual exhaust.
No, actually, because I was thinking the same thing. So when I passed him doing the speed of light,
Uh-huh.
because I can when it's 25 below zero, because the cops ain't gonna come out and ticket anybody.
Right.
It was the chrome part down at the bottom was discolored.
Oh, okay.
So obviously there was
So
heat there.
it was getting heat, yeah. Interesting.
That can mean that the seal at the base is probably shot. It's not getting, and it's leaking out more down there than it's getting through the stack. That, or there's a hole in the pipes somewhere else.
Yeah,
No,
it could
because
be.
there was no the only exhaust was coming out of the right stack. There was nothing coming out of the bottom of the truck.
Probably. Could be one of those weird trucks that some trucks have the like when they get cold they can I don't know if they can do it, but I think they could reroute the exhaust to kind of keep more heat to the engine and more back pressure to help the engine. Because diesels do not like cold.
Oh no.
No, they do not.
Like it takes 30 minutes to start them up by themselves in the cold, and then that's why you put your covers on the front of it when you get everything else, and then I'm at destination, so I'll see when you get here.
Oh, there are a lot of them forward on the side of the road, man.
You know. I'm not surprised. Not with those kind of temperatures.
Yeah, their fuel is just turning to jelly.
Not the good kind.
No. Well, jelly's not really good when you're trying to inject it into a cylinder to explode.
Oh, here's something funny.
Makes great napalm though.
That's true.
So my school converted a Cessna to run on jet fuel.
Okay.
Jet fuel is just diesel fuel.
Yeah,
know.
pretty much.
Yeah,
I'm just
I've
saying,
read
they
about
conver-
that conversion.
It looks pretty cool. It looks like a 182 because it has the three-bladed prop.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Interesting. Just for the heck of it, just so they could do it, or
I don't know why. Probably.
okay.
I don't fully know. I haven't dug too much into it. I just thought it was pretty cool.
Class project.
Probably.
Did you say you arrived in Santa Maria, Crypto?
Yep.
Got it. I should
What
be
did they pull out
getting
spark
close.
plugs and
So
put
I'm
glow
just
plugs
now
in, or what?
leaving Eureka.
I don't know. I would have to ask. I'll ask tomorrow when I get a chance. I'll message you on Twitter.
There you
I'm not that interested.
go.
You just asked. You asked me a question. I do not know the answer, so I will get you the answer to it.
Are you sure they converted the diesel or just car gas?
It's labeled on the front of it, Jet A.
Or Jet A, I mean, yeah.
It's all labeled and marked, and they had to call the other FPO that's on the flight line to fuel it.
Interesting.
Jet A, that would be kerosene.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Great stuff to slide on, though.
Yeah. You know, you let me know when they convert their Cessna to whale oil. That's what I want to. That's the ultimate achievement, if you ask me.
I'll let you know when they can fly in hopes and dreams.
No, that's Obama has to do that conversion. So
Obama's not president anymore.
I know, but he's still the hopes and dreams guy.
Why we have two Moosestaffas in this thing?
What? What are you
I
talking
think
about?
I think the fourth Doctor is here being silly.
No, I'm not.
No, that's you, Crypto.
Yeah, and that doesn't say
You've got the corner
Moosestaffa.
on that market.
By the way, that doesn't say Moosestaffa. By the way, that says Moosestaffa. So
It's to me, it's like it's a misspelling of Moosestaffa, which makes it funny.
makes you look illiterate, but.
Gotta get you some more hats there, Moose.
Can you send me a hat,
No.
please?
Who is going for in? Oh, who are you going for in Super Bowl? Okay. Who are you going for? Yeah, it helps if I read.
Rams.
If I help, it helps if I don't
Heroes.
read dyslexically. Yeah, I'm going for the Rams too. Although I will state my caveat. I will be okay. I will suck it up with a Patriots win, if and only if Tom Brady retires after the game. I don't think that's going to happen, but that's how I'd be okay with it. Although at 41, if they do win, this would be the smart time to say, you know what, you're calling me the GOAT, the greatest of all time. I got my Super Bowl win, one of, what is that, 6 for him at that point. It's a great time to leave the game on a high note. Don't do what Brett Favre did and try and stay longer than you should, and then you end up have to go out on a low note and sending explicit pictures to women that nobody wants.
You know who a good football player? Brett Favre. I have to say it that way.
Chris Rogers is toast down.
I know. What the heck happened to him?
Well, he started dating Danica Patrick.
Oh. The
Can't make it through the first term without a crash.
And Patrick comes into the first and crashes.
Oh, that's funny. We turn in here? Yes, we are. Under the overpass. That's a new one. It's rare, but okay. He's not going to. I know. Well, they've already asked him, and he said 0 chance. But, you know, football players are like politicians. They don't ever really give us a correct, straight answer. They will just say whatever they can to alleviate the talky talk. So the fact that he says he's not going to retire means absolutely nothing.
Not to mention the point spread.
Yeah. So, yeah, if he wins, it will change the nature of that question for him. If he loses, it will change the nature of that question for him. So, I agree with you. If they lose the Super Bowl, I don't know that I doubt he would retire, considering they're still doing as good as they are, and he feels like he can keep playing. You know, I'm sure he wants to go out on the ultimate high, chase it. Why not? But if he wins, you know, I'd be at 41. I'd be going, you know what? This is a good time to get out on top. But that's me.
Oh, I've arrived.
You what now?
I've arrived.
Oh, nice. I'm pulling in right now to the sell goods over here.
Dun dun
Are you a shark?
dun 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 dun.
What? Oh, yeah, my gosh. I was like, who is nosing into the back of my trailer? Oh, it's Crypto. Of course, I should have known.
You should. I was kind of hit with the Jaws theme.
Ay, ay, ay.
I think though, if the Rams win this game, I don't think I think Boston's gonna be it's gonna have a bad day.
What do you mean?
Think about it, they lost last year to the Eagles in the Super Bowl, and everyone they threw a hissy fit. How things get hurt? They're probably lost 2 times to 2 teams, to 2 different teams that have never won a Super Bowl previously.
Well, okay, but again, I go back to the statement I made earlier. They've already won 5 in the last 20 years. It's kind of hard to make any kind of case that they're not. Where are you going?
This way.
Stay out. I'm trying to park this thing. I'm trying to see if I can.
I'm just knowing because there are stories about the riots that people threw up in New England. So after they lost last year. So.
Well, New England, they won't be able to ride this year. It'll be too cold.
You'd be surprised.
They're going to be literally frozen.
The Frozen Riot.
The Frozen Riot. Sounds like a good name for an album of some kind.
Guarantee there's probably someone has called themselves the Frozen Riot in the first place.
Yeah, probably. People have no imagination. Hey, Rothmuller.
Dr. Corvette and oh, it's like hit the wall.
Oh, I'm smart.
Did you just say no? You're smart.
Yeah.
Those are 2 words that are not used in the same sentence.
Truckception.
There we go. Whoa! Howdy ho.
Person just spawned in.
Yeah, like right in front of me. Freaked me out. Brady's gonna play till he's 50. That's how you get, like, seriously injured.
I think he killed.
Yeah. Alright, there we go. Drop the load. And see what we're gonna get next. Yeah, just give me the results. I don't need to see the suspense. I don't care. Alright. Job market.
Are we done?
Projects. Did you say are we...
Going long?
Oh, I think you said, are we done? I'm like, really? That's it? We could do a long. We haven't done one in a while. Let's see what we got on here. Crypto, what's your... How long can you go? How long will it let you?
I can go cross map.
Oh, you can? Okay.
My account's my older specialized made for streaming account for Truckers MP.
Ah, okay.
Which means yes, I cheated.
Gotcha. I've got a load going to a fruit going to Socorro, New Mexico. That's a good long route. And a fun one too, because it goes through this little fun area of Arizona with all the twisty backs. What kind of miles per gallon am I getting?
6.
Yeah, it's probably 6. I don't know. I don't know if I can.
I can do that.
I'd have to check and see based on how much I drive versus when I'm filling up. I haven't done that particular calculation. How you doing, Jeff Babin?
If we can take a quick hop to Vegas, I can switch trucks and get my heavy haul.
Well, that seems a little out of my way. What?
I have a better idea.
You have no idea. Yeah, so I have the Socorro. I've also got one going up to Elko, which is a bit of a run at this from where we are now. It's not quite as dramatic.
Is there anything going to Bakersfield?
Well, Bakersfield's pretty short. We're trying to do a longer one, but
Okay.
you talking about trying to meet up kind of thing first? I'd be fine with that. I do have something going to Bakersfield, so we could do that if we all want to meet in Bakersfield and then try and do a longer run.
Actually, go ahead and do what you were going to do first, because I'm going to have to quit by the time I get to Bakersfield.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then let's do the Socorro one. That sounds kind of fun. Where'd that go? Where did it go? There you are. Socorro, New Mexico. And it has the added advantage of not being Albuquerque. Just got done driving Pacheco in your VNL, 14-hour day, 491 miles. Woo! Nice. Good old Pacheco Pass. All right.
So no left turn at Albuquerque?
No left turn at Albuquerque, exactly.
What's the story on that path,
I
though?
didn't start my stream.
Who just came? I just birthed Ufta, whoever that is. That was awkward. Okay. No collision area.
Where are you going into?
We're gonna go pick up our load. That's gonna go to Socorro, New Mexico. And yeah, at that route, that one little squiggle area there, Tim, that's I've driven to it before. It's kind of cool. It's like a little switchback area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That, or it's where the cartographer like hiccuped when he was writing the map. So I'm actually good with either explanation.
I'm cool with it.
I got my load of flour.
You got your load of flour?
Did you
Flour.
hear the state of Washington's due out this year?
I did. It was funny. They put out the teaser things and everybody guessed it. So then they're like, all right, well, you all guessed it, so I'll just make it official. I guess I really could have turned right there anyway, but whatever. I didn't want to risk the ticket. Let's see this. There we go. Ufta, what are you doing? Out in the way.
The guy going like out of the city to get yours?
Apparently. Not sure where I'm picking this up at. Let's see, F6.
Oh, just across.
Oh, okay. Doesn't say where I'm getting it, just says fruits. But I'm going to Tidbit in in Socorro. Sounds adorable. 50% off on apples. Oh, goody. That's what the doctor ordered.
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, out here in the boondocks. Get our fresh fruits. I assume it will be a reefer car, considering... Did you really just stop in the middle? Oh, because he's doing the... Yeah, I know what he's doing. He's doing regular contracts, that's why. Alright, there we go. There's our guy. Let's see if we can get it before Ufta gets in our way. Here he comes.
I'm meeting Socorro. I'm gonna empty haul for a little bit just because I want to play with these trailers we have.
Okay. Alright, link up. This is a fruit trailer. There's no reefer on it. I feel like the fruit's not going to last very long, but okay.
Let's go bananas.
I don't think they grow bananas in California.
Well, they're coconuts.
Or coconuts, for that matter.
You can grow palm trees in California.
You realize none of our palm trees actually have coconuts on them, right?
Well, they got the wrong palm trees.
I'm pretty sure all of our palm trees are not native.
native? Is that the word
Maybe
you're
it's
looking
aloe.
for?
Yes.
What'd you say? Maybe it's what?
Maybe it's aloe.
Aloe, like aloe
Or-
vera.
Have you ever had
Yeah.
a banana that was tree ripened?
Have I ever had a banana that was tree ripe? Is that what you said?
Yeah, in other words, they waited until it was ripe on the tree before picking it.
Oh, no, but primarily because
Super rich.
they have to wait till they have to give them time to ripen off the tree so they can actually make it to the U.S. in time without being spoiled. Yeah, Jeffrey, I don't know what's going on. I have a feeling this is gonna be a denied load. They're gonna be like, dude, take it back. All your fruit is spoiled.
Just drive faster.
Yeah.
Just use that ran air.
Yeah, you heard the guy. We gotta pedal to the metal because we got a ticking time clock in the back here of fruit that's about to go bad.
Maybe it's like for pastry and stuff, so they don't care whether it's fresh.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe. Didn't say it's true. It didn't say fresh fruit. Just said fruit. Gotta be stinky. Fruit leather. Ew.
Could be Fruit of the Loom.
Oh, that's true. It's actually underwear in disguise.
Speaking of trucking songs, name the famous Harry Chapin trucking song.
Convoy.
No. Convoy was McCall.
There's only 2 trucking songs I know, and Convoy's one of them. The other one would be Eastbound and Down, and that's I think isn't that like
Reeves.
Kenny Loggins or something as well?
No, that's Jerry Reeves.
That's right, Jerry Reeves.
Kenny Loggins.
Yeah, no,
That's
yeah.
pretty
The
good.
the minute I said that, I went, no, I'm thinking the wrong guy. Yeah, those are the only 2 I know.
Yeah, you have to Google 60,000 pounds of bananas Chapin.
Oh
Listen
gosh,
to that one.
60,000 pounds. Oh, Jeffrey has a good point. They could be canned fruit. That's a good point. Didn't even think about that.
"20-acre site suitable for shipping center. Call pipe and plate." I can read those numbers.
What on earth are you talking about?
Yeah, it's one of the billboards in the game.
Oh,
Public storage. Horizon public storage. Call 555 storage.
oh boy. Yeah, from Lions Magnus, exactly. Yeah, there's a big
Not really a
Lions
trucking
Magnus
song, but
area.
it works, 16 tons.
Oh, the banana song that he's talking about?
There's a song called 16 Tons, but that was Tennessee 84.
Oh, okay, that
Yeah,
must
it
be
had
what
no
he's talking
bananas
about.
in it.
Yeah,
Like coal mining.
I wasn't sure if he was referencing the song you were talking about or if he was starting a new thing, but
Moose, what were you cutting across on?
right now I am. What is this? I can't see that number. I guess I'm technically on 101 at the moment. Yeah, I believe I'm on 101.
Then you cutting down, taking the 10.
To go to Sakaro, probably. Yeah, I don't think we're taking the 40. I don't. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember what the map said there. I'm just following the red line. We're on the 101. It's between Santa Maria and East.
Oxnard.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, this is rain, rain, rain.
My current trailer combination is not legal in any state but Nevada.
Nice. Yeah, SoCal. It's on the 101. And the one, oh yeah. But you were up, I assume, like Santa Cruz-ish and the like area. If you were doing Pacheco, I would imagine. Yeah.
Wish it wasn't nighttime so you could see the beach better.
I know. Of course, it's raining, so it'd be all gloomy and gray anyway. But still.
I don't know what your definition of raining is because it's not raining for me.
Well, that's. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, the weather engine of the. Oh, you know what? Oh, dang it! I shouldn't have turned that up. I turned up the rain likeliness because I wanted to get it to snow in the snow version course, it never did, and now we're here and it's raining. So go figure. Like, stupid thing. Do you have mirror heaters? If it does, it's not modeled for me to mess with them. So if they're there, they're doing it on their own.
They don't.
I have a mirror heater. Mirror heater. I have a mirror heater on my Fusion, which is very nice.
It's affordable.
Ford. Ha ha ha. So clever.
Oh, don't tell me you ain't detoured.
Haha. Is that you ahead of me, by the way? Who's in front of me?
I'm on the 93 heading down south to try and intercept you.
Oh, that's Rothmuller. That is the Rothmuller.
Take the song Life is a Highway and make it for pilots.
Life is a runway. Too easy.
Oh, Skyway.
No. You can say life is a jetway. I'd be fine with that too. I will accept runway or jetway. Or even airway. You could do airway because of the airways. Skyway just sounds like a tram ride in Disneyland.
At least we're all not reporters.
Huh?
Today at JetBlue flight had trouble on tarmac.
Oh, yeah.
Stupid reporters. They don't know those things. And people think reporters are smart. They're not.
Why, Rothmuller, why'd you pull over? Bye! Did you run out of gas? Hopefully not. No, I don't want to take the one to Los Angeles. Thank you very much.
One.
One is the loneliest number.
I sent you the playlist
Oh, nice.
on Twitter.
My cat made me sad now.
Made you sad now?
Yes.
Did he scratch you where he shouldn't have?
No, he was curled up on my lap and he's on my. Now he's moved to the desk.
No. He's abandoned you.
Yes.
Smart cat.
So
Well, he didn't
cute.
go. He. Oh, no matter where I go, he's always within like 10 feet of me, and he doesn't leave me alone.
Yes, Jeff. You do have to fuel at a fuel station. So, if you run out of gas in the road, then you have to get towed, and you often lose your load when that happens. So, you get towed and you lose your load
No, you lose your time.
and your time, but you oftentimes lose your load as well.
I've never lost my load when I got towed.
No, every time I get towed, it cancels my load for me. Now maybe it's because if you're gonna lose enough time, it'll go past the expiration. But yeah, every time I get towed. Of course, I don't get towed that often, thankfully. Just every once in a while when I'm not paying attention.
Except that one time.
We are, I know, knock on wood. We do have a little over quarter tank, so we're going to be mindful of that and kind of keep our eyes out for a convenient fuel stop here in a little bit. So we don't have that happen, because that would be bad. Curious. If I do that, see how bad the windshield gets, whether or not I can still see. Not that bad. It's not that bad. Oh, I guess I should. I'm like, why am I slowing down? Oh, because I took my foot off the gas. Duh. I thought I had cruise control on.
You got windshield washers that actually work in this one?
What was that?
You got windshield washers that work on this?
Ah. Just
Yes.
turned on my beacons. Yeah, the windshield wipers actually work.
Where are you going?
Turn on your bacons.
Yeah, I tried to hit the windshield wipers up a speed, and I hit the beacon button
I
at the
think you
same
said
time.
windshield washers.
Well, whatever. Wipers, washers, scrubbers, squeegees. My windscreen squeegees stopped oscillating at the appropriate rate. My cat used to sit on the computer desk with me every time I'd be on the computer. Nice.
That's what mine does, Kelsey.
Okay, Crypto, here's your aviation trivia question.
Uh-oh. A lot rides on this, Crypto. If you get it wrong, I think we get to revoke your piloting skills.
Name the only flying aircraft in the Air Force inventory today that has windshield washers.
That's legitimately a thing.
What did you say?
Okay, say it one more time, Tim.
Name the only aircraft flying in the Air Force inventory today that has an actual windshield washer.
Got it.
Because I'm pretty sure everybody knows that off the top of their head.
That's what makes it fun trivia.
Yeah, when we think about sharp pointy objects on top of the heads, we think in Crypto. He's Googling it now.
I'm sure he is. No cheating, Crypto. We'll know. I have ways.
You can see your search history.
That's right. Alright, just pulling into Los Angeles, where we will transition to the 10 because the GPS always thinks this is the faster way to go than actually coming to the, interchange. Although the advantage here is it brought me to a fuel station, so you know what? I'm not going to knock it. Although this Zeta transport's kind of in the way, but I think we can get around him.
Oh, I caught up to you.
Yeah, why did you stop on the side of the road?
I tried to map the button to change the mini map on your truck.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I've got that set on mine to the what is in the flight sim, the auto throttle disconnect.
We'll take the truck to the car wash.
Yeah, I wish they could do that. There are truck washes in the area, and I wish they. What is happening? Oh, is that Corvette?
And honestly, I have no idea. I know the only aircraft that have windshield wipers are the C-17, the C-5 Galaxy, and then the C-130. Along with
No,
the
those are
E-30
wipers, not washers.
No, he said wipers. He was making a distinction.
But honestly, I've never heard of any aircraft having washers. Aside from having the two guys crawl out the windows of the cockpit to wash the windows.
The A10?
What'd you say, Fort Doctor?
The A10 maybe?
Oh, A10.
It's the A10. The man wins a Koopy doll.
Wow, A10. Interesting. Yeah, I would never guess that one.
It's because the dust and smoke off the GAU 8 fouls the windscreen.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Way to go.
Yeah, that's
I don't know how
impressive.
this guy stopped.
Yeah, I didn't know that even was a thing in the Air Force.
Is that Zeta guy or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing either. I think he's hard up for friendship.
In other words, he's a truck driver.
Yeah. Are you my mother?
It's a good book. For
It's
3-year-olds.
a good book. I prefer if you give a moose a muffin, but sure.
I thought it was going to give a mouse a cookie.
No, there's I have it on my bookshelf at work called "If You Give a Moose a Muffin." It's based on the original "If You Give a Mouse a Cookie." Yes.
Encrypted deserves that book.
No, it's what you had to give a nerd an airplane.
What, you appear?
Yes.
Yes. You didn't get out and take a pee and grab a Monster coffee and Pop-Tarts. Sorry, I'm not emulating my inner trucker. You were correct there, Jeff. I should have done all those things.
Moon pie and RC cola.
Yeah.
Breaker 19, I gotta go 10-1 to next rest stop.
10-100.
Yeah, really. 10-100. Crypto.
What did he say?
10-1.
Oh.
I know, but it's 5150 in pursuit.
You've been in Oklahoma way too long.
10-1000 if you get bad coffee. I wouldn't be concerned about the 10-1000 as much as the what I would only imagine is the 10-2000.
We call that motivation.
I'm on the guide
Yeah.
right now.
That's when your colon starts making decisions for you. Yeah, as am I. We're on to 10.
But there's a whole stand-up routine there, I think.
I think
Literally.
so. I think so.
You on the 10 or no, Moose?
I just said that a second ago. We're on the 10. Were you not paying attention? Were you not paying? Were you not paying attention? Haha.
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Too low in flaps.
Too low flaps. I like that. That was good. Well played.
You know what we should do? After
Oh,
we finish the
Lord.
finish the world tour?
The Wart Tour?
World tour.
I don't know about you, but I'm not touring any warts. But you know, that's just me. I don't want to pry, but
Speaking of the world tour, I checked Kai Tech, and there's no checkerboard as far as I'm concerned in the default scenery.
there is no checkerboard.
In the default scenery now.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to pick up the Fly Tampa scenery or something. Of course, that's for time after next. We're going to Singapore first, so we got another stopgap before we get there.
We're going to sin.
Gets right.
Singapore Airlines, take order. No, but what we should do is do a series of the challenging approaches that have like the weird or hard, difficult approaches.
Like Tegucigalpa or Lukla or something like that.
Albuquerque.
That's only challenging for me, apparently. So, I mean, it counts, I suppose. But
The instant brick approach.
oh, Innsbruck. I thought you said Instant Brook approach. Yeah,
There are
Innsbruck-
some crazy ones in Iceland.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I'll bet there are.
If you got the video from Just Planes on the Icelandic flying where they're flying the metros and the
Yes.
things Convair's.
Yeah, I think it is Convair's.
Yes. That got my attention.
They are fun to watch. Oh, this rain. Endless rain and lightning. Oh, that's a nice blind you flash. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Turn on the thunderstorm lights in the cabin.
I know, right? Don't have them. So I'm actually been the last few nights I've been learning the DC6, the PNBG DC6.
How's that going?
It is a super fun aircraft because you're managing so much. I'm trying to do it without the AFE because that's my goal. I want to be able to do it as much as I can. Although what I keep doing, I've gotten it to the point where I can start the engines, taxi, take off, get it to cruise and the whole thing successfully, and I've even landed a few times successfully. What's happening though, and I think I'm doing something wrong on the takeoff power setting. I haven't confirmed this. I kind of got a hint of what I was doing last night. So I think I'm toasting my engines at a certain point and damaging them. So by the time I get up to cruise, they're starting to sputter out, and then there's nothing I can do. No matter what I take, within the next 10 minutes, all 4 of them die. So, and there's no restarting them at that point.
Cow flaps open.
It's not
on the power as soon as you lift off.
Yeah, it's not the cow flaps. I think one of two things are happening. Either I'm keeping the takeoff power in a little too long, or the takeoff power is a little too hot to begin with, and I'm actually setting it just a bit too high, combined with the length amount of time, because I was looking at because there's takeoff power, which should not run for more than 2 minutes, and then there's METO power, which is maximum accept takeoff power, which you pull back basically right. The idea is you're supposed to take off and you fly low so you get your flaps up pretty quick, and as soon as your flaps come up, that's when you set METO, and then basically you're on METO until you get around 160 knots, and then you set climb power. And I think it's the amount of time I'm taking to get from takeoff to METO power is too long. I think it's probably what's happening. So I'm getting there though.
Like
I'm getting
in
there.
CalFlap settings.
CalFlap
right
settings.
time.
CalFlap settings. I've got that figured out. So it's not the CalFlaps that's doing it. I think it's the cylinder temps from running it too hard or something. So. But it's cool. It's a handful to fly, which makes it interesting, and I'm enjoying messing with it and learning how that bird works. What I'd like to do, and this is in the very early stages of planning, and so it may be a variation of this because I understand it would be a long day, but it'd be an interesting kind of challenge to do. I'd have to take like a vacation day or two just to do it. But I was actually watching a guy's documentary on TWA, and so he was showing the history of the airline from way back before and around the period of Howard Hughes and all that stuff. But there is a map from when the rain stopped. Happy days. Well, it mostly stopped. It's like sprinkling now. It was a map that was like a brochure for back when it was Trans World and Western, or Trans Air and Western, or whatever the combination was.
Airlines.
Thank you. Well, it was something and Western. It was when they merged with Western, and so yeah, maybe it was Trans Western. I thought it was something and I thought the title was something and Western, but who knows?
Is that before Howard Hughes?
It was before Howard Hughes, yeah. So anyway, it's not really important. The time frame though was back when it was, passenger routes and mail routes were all the big thing with the aircraft, and they could only do, short stuff. So they had their map of what was basically their transcontinental route, which was not flying from, New York to LA. It was flying from New York to LA via a whole bunch of stops. And so I got that map, and I think it would be really cool to try to recreate that with the DC-6. And basically, if I recall correctly, it was New York to Philly to it went to Harrisburg after that, but that's such another. There was like 3 little short flights. I think I'm probably going to eliminate the Harrisburg one. It would be New York, Philly, Pittsburgh, Columbus, Ohio, Indianapolis, Indiana, St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, Wichita, Kansas. Amarillo, Texas. Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yes.
That's where it comes to an end. And then Winslow, Arizona. So we'll need a girl in a flatbed Ford. And then Los Angeles, and then up to San Francisco. So all told, it's about 2,500 miles in distance, but also with the added, start-stop of, takeoff, landing, takeoff, landing, takeoff, landing. So it could be really fun to do like a marathon stream. That would be the only streaming I would do that weekend at that point, because it would be basically an entire day of doing that. But I think that would be kind of fun to try at some point. It would be later on in like the late spring, early summer is when I would probably try to do that. But I think that would be kind of cool. So I'm kind of, as I'm learning this aircraft, I'm kind of doing it with that kind of in the back of my mind, thinking this would be kind of really cool to be able to pull off.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Who has joined? Oh, Daniel Miller. How you doing?
Hey, Mike, can you give me my badges back?
I cannot, because I'm in a windowed mode, so I can't use my mouse. I would if I could.
No worries.
Yeah.
Whenever you get a chance, you don't need to have me here. You can go into permissions, server groups, and you can find my name to the client list.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Did you get your email also?
I did.
Carbon to Mark.
I did. I saw that right before I left work. So I will see about
Cool.
getting that up on the site.
Miller, what's your stuff?
What do you mean?
He's asking for because he can do the badges too, I think.
Oh, okay. I do believe senior command captain and the star here. Normal server group, I think.
Noger Zero, first of all, language please. And if this is a truck simulator, so the point of it is to drive a truck. So obviously
I've got
that's not for
ATS.
everybody. Yeah, that's not for everybody. If it's not your cup of tea, then you're welcome to go find what works for you elsewhere. But there's no reason to disparage what others enjoy doing. So.
No, I'm not doing that. No, I
No, not
appreciate the
no,
badges.
no, not you. I'm talking about a guy in chat that.
It's
that
a troll.
popped up. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it's a troll.
a troll.
Yeah, not talking to you. Sorry, his name was Nogger, and so I can see how you could think that
Nogger?
was
Oh
almost
my
kind of like
God.
Nathaniel Miller, but yeah, no. I'm sure it's a troll, but yeah,
Oh God, can't you come up with something better than that? Nogger?
you're right.
Yeah.
It's how you get away with saying the N-word simplicity.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, like the trolls today are just terrible. They lack so much like the good trolls made you laugh at the end of it. Those are good trolls. The uncreative ones just make you just go says, "God damn it, this guy sucks."
Yeah, I don't mind the ones that are actually like almost playful in their banter, but yeah.
Like,
Mickelson or something. It's all dark blue on black. It's hard to read, but hello, sir. Welcome.
Now, the
It's-
usernames. Now, the usernames you want to watch out for is Ice Wall of Cum.
Oh gosh.
I think I ran across
I can't
a
believe
few
you
of
said
those
that.
too.
I know. I'm surprised you actually said it.
David.
Yay, bypass.
Oh, yeah, okay, I know. Alright, I'm gonna start my way up then. I'm just messing around, killing time, waiting for you to get closer.
Nice, Kramer. Well
Are we
played.
starting the A319 here come next week?
Oh,
So
cool.
we can get that done. It's almost done. It just I had to do some tweaks. I did some modification to the 318, as you noticed. As I said, I put in a different model with the same name. So we have winglets.
Oh, nice.
Because the 318 did have winglets after 2005, the Neo type winglets. And it's now based on a Pratt & Whitney 6124 instead of the CFM 569B engine type. Just so you know. Keep an eye out for it, gentlemen. It's hot. She'll do what she says it's gonna. The Airbus site says it can do.
Okay,
It's
encrypted.
based- I based it. I plugged in all the real specifications for it. It's
Nice.
sweet.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mickelson, real quick. Mickelson, yes and no. I have actually drifted in with the snow mod on. I don't think I've ever successfully
Demon
done it
Center.
in the the normal mode because it changes the physics, so you'll actually slip on the ice. So hard to drift in a semi, but yeah, with the snow stuff you kind of can. You don't really want to, but I suppose you can. Who said grammar? I said language. Watch your language.
You're going 55.
Referring to the F word that was texted. I am doing 55, yes.
Because it ain't 55 its own anymore.
It's true, it's not in Arizona, but a conscientious trucker knows that it's. Yeah, no, I'll jump it up to like 65 just to
If
not
you're using,
belabor the point.
if you're using the world truck stuff, you are unlimited to 65,
Yes, I know.
unless you're me.
Unless you're you, what do you hack the system or something?
No, I got my own turnpike doubles.
Oh. Okay.
In simple terms, two 53-foot trailers.
No, I understand. Okay, but I understand. But how did you? Is that a mod? What are you doing? I don't understand.
I know, because I use the freight market.
Oh, okay. So you're not accepted to it because you're not using external contracts. Is my point.
Exactly.
So,
You
aha.
drive on the road and not go onto the grass.
I like being everywhere.
Crypto likes making sure he's known as not a real trucker and just drives off road wherever he wishes to.
I can fly planes, but I can drive a truck.
Clearly.
Well, that's up for debate.
So we made it through into Arizona. We'll be coming to Phoenix in a little bit. Someday maybe the sun will come out. It's been sprinkling now. Thought we got rid of the rain, but no, it just toned down a bit. What time is it anywhere?
Straight shot.
Oh, it's 1:52 in the morning. I have noticed it seems like time goes a lot slower in the multiplayer world than it does in the single player. I don't know why that would be, but it seems to be the case.
It is that way. It's just how they have it set up. So
Okay.
it's how it keeps the time able to sync with everything.
We got a truck on the side of the road here with the flashers. Oh, it's Crypto. Oh, gosh. Hey, Crypto.
Hey,
Yeah, we're coming up onto Phoenix, I think.
straight shot through.
You're behind me now, right, Rothmuller?
Oh no, I'm very far ahead of you.
Oh, did you pass me when I got gas?
Yes.
That's right. Actually, no, I think that's you right there. You're not that far ahead of me. Yeah, that's you. I see you now. I got you in my sights.
Alright, let me speed up then.
Oh, were you slowing down to allow me to catch up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hot air balloon.
Yeah, hot air balloons at 2 in the morning in the rain. That's a interesting commitment there.
I bet they're probably just sleeping.
Balloon life.
Like in the hot air balloon, they're just
Yes.
balloon life. Hashtag balloon life.
You there yet?
No, we're almost to Phoenix though. There's some high voltage wires that are of some visual interest that we're about to pass under.
Visual interest. Okay.
Hey, when
Need
you're
that high tension.
when you're in the middle of the desert, there's not much visual interest to draw your eye to, so you take what you can get.
That has a good tension on it though.
Speaking of high voltage wires, so there's a fun trivia fact for you, randomly. So in California, and actually in part of Oregon as well, there is a set of lines. It's actually a high voltage DC system. Most transmission lines that go overhead are alternating current AC, but there is an HVDC system that runs between the power plants of the Columbia River Gorge area, where they have a lot of extra power that they don't know what to do with, and transmitting it all the way down to Southern California. These wires are visible as you cross into the LA basin from the 5, right before 210 splits off from the 5 and kind of heads up to the north part of the LA basin. Interestingly enough, the voltage system is the capacity of it has the ability to transmit 3.1 gigawatts of power, or as Back to the Future would say, a gigawatt. so if you ever needed to go back in time, you've got, and you only need 1.21 gigawatts, you've got 3.1 in a high voltage DC system right over the 5 freeway. So as you can get up to 88 miles an hour. Oh, we're supposed to go this way. You can get up to 88 miles an hour, and then
I took a wrong
hit the
turn.
wires. Yeah, I saw that. Thankfully, I caught it right before I almost missed it myself.
I was confused. I'm like, why does this go down?
Yeah, it's a weird. These interchanges are goofy because normally in an interchange, if you're going to stay on the road, you just keep going straight. The ones in Truck Simulator, it's like you go in a weird pattern to stay straight, and to turn, you go straight ahead, and it forces you into the turn. It's just weird.
They actually model them after the real life interchanges. So that intersection there is like.
It actually does that?
Yep.
Oh, that's dumb.
Like when they did the New Mexico stuff, a lot of the truck shops are as photorealistic to the actual truck shops that they're in real life. So.
Interesting.
It beats the old 18 Wheels of Steel maps where they're kind of just like their own version of it.
All right, so here's the trivia question regarding HVDC, which I don't expect anyone to know, but if you do, I'll be impressed. How can you differentiate the HVDC system high tension wires from standard high voltage AC transmission lines?
if you lick them, you're dead.
They're bigger.
I think you're dead either way. So swing
orange
and a miss.
Are they bigger?
Not really.
They've got more wires.
Well, you're on the right track. What did you say, Sean?
There's an orange ball on the line every so often.
Nope. That's you'll find those on regular transmission systems as well. That's mainly for wind arresting, so they don't blow around the wind as much. You'll find those commonly when they're spanning over a large canyon area or something like that, or through just an area where there's a lot of known wind.
I thought those things were put there for visibility for aircraft.
That's what they're there for.
It's partially that, but that's why they're bright orange, and then they also serve as a wind dampener.
A wind dampener?
Yeah. They won't blow as low as much.
So it's a wind ball too.
Wait a minute, if you're putting more surface on it, gotta think about that one.
Well, maybe, I don't know. It could be what I read was just someone making it up too, so who knows.
Suppose if I googled balls on a wire, I'd really get some interesting results.
I think you should not do that. For your own sake.
Probably has something to do with the insulators.
It could be. So the way you can tell the difference between an HVDC system and an HVAC system, if you notice your high voltage power lines always come in sets of three wires at a time, so there'll be either 3 or 6 depending on how many are on the cantilever system. A HVDC system will have sets of 2, because in a DC system you need a positive and a negative. And in an AC system, they use a 3-phase system, and so that's why you have sets of 3 wires.
Nerd.
3 sets of 2.
3. Well, the DC system basically has. It's technically 2 sets of 2. There's 2 wires running together and 2 wires running together on the other side of the deal. So
2 and 2.
So it's 2 and 2, yeah.
Whereas the normal high tension wires are multiple sets of 2.
No, normal sets are in groups of 3.
Yeah, 3 sets, which is of 2 wires.
What? No,
Okay.
no. Two sets of 3 wires would be the standard.
Who's on first?
I'm used to seeing like for us, they have the one guard wire that's kind of like the string wire,
On top.
and then you have the 2 wires that crawl with it. Then you actually have the actual power cables.
Yeah,
Wait,
but then again, the
wires
color of
crawl
your
with it.
sky on your planet crypto is green.
No, I'm just from a state that has different style of high tension power lines.
Okay, so on your, let me just, because I'm trying to imagine, you just described a whole bunch of wires and I'm confused. So now I'm not talking. First of all, let's just be clear. Not looking at the. Thank you for the follow, Nogger. I'm not talking about the lines that are like running down your residential street, because sometimes you'll get those in just one by itself. Sometimes 2. Those will change. But generally speaking, the ones on the big, like erector set style,
Poles.
towers, poles. You'll usually have either, depending on the style, you may have 3 by themselves, three running along. So you'll have 3 obvious wires going down, or you'll have 3 on each side. You could even have 6, 3, 3, 3, and 3, but there'll always be multiples of 3.
Don't fall encrypted.
Yeah, there's
No,
a chasm ahead.
Where I'm from, they set them up differently, where they have them single span with the guide wire in the center of them, and suspended hooked up to them are the 2 main cables. It's usually they're sets of 6, like they're 3 sets. It's 3 sets of 2 wires.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's still sets of 3. It's just the way they're configuring them. It's Okay. I get you now. That makes sense.
Yeah, you want my high tension story?
Sure. Ow, that's a road thing. I just scraped my truck.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I'll try not to do that anymore. See, there are cones there. Why couldn't I have cones earlier? Anyway, what's your high tension story?
So anyway, back in the day before I went to the airlines, I was a tech writer at a nuclear plant,
Oh.
generation, DC Cook in Michigan. Had 2 reactors. And one of our feeds went straight down towards Indianapolis.
Okay.
And they had an ice storm, and it took out the tension lines,
Mm-hmm.
and it backfed the generator, which
Oh,
was an incredible event.
I can imagine.
It just, from, I forget what the RPM was, but it just went like to 0. And it twisted the solid piece of copper that was, so they had to run that at like 40% for the rest of the cycle because it just vibrated the whole deck. Yeah, it was incredible.
Oh
And
my
finally, when they
gosh.
took it out, they had to take it to Virginia to get retuned. It was incredible. But yeah, this stupid ice storm.
Oh man. Yeesh.
Considering each one of those reactors made $1 million profit per day for the utility.
Yeah, well, it's a nice little return.
Chunk of change.
Yeah. I wish I had something that made me $1 million a day. That'd be nice.
If I had a way to pull in $1 million a day, I would have my own private jet.
You would have a better microphone.
Compared to my laptop, this is an improvement.
Nice. Rothmuller for the win.
I'd have gone for a brain transplant myself, but okay, I'll go with the mic.
Oh, that was good.
He'd upgrade from potato to a carrot.
You look like the type of guy that watches... Wait. Amaranth? I don't know what that is. So I don't, because I don't know what that is.
Some TV show.
I'm sure. Well, I'm sure it is, but I've never heard of it.
Nor have I.
Never heard of it. Never have I ever.
I'm waiting for it to hit V1 so I can go to sleep here. Rotate this puppy.
Yeah.
Pause this right gear up.
Go to sleep in the like 20 blankets that you've got to keep yourself warm,
Oh man.
and space heater and blanket heater.
The flight deck must get cold really when you first get to the aircraft.
Well, no, those are powered all night.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's what maintenance is for.
Yeah, you freeze a water line, it's not pretty.
New. Come on, little truck that could, up the hill with you. Up the hill with ya.
You got one guy coming behind you.
Copy that. I believe I see his headlights. And his name is, well, I guess it could be 2 of these guys. There's It's 420 Peoples or Rise Cynical.
Rise.
Rise. You gotta rise up.
Yeah, the Clinton Peoples is behind me.
I love how wide my turns have to be with this double set.
Yeah, what the... Did they actually do that anywhere with ones that are that long?
Nevada.
Really? 253s?
253s in Nevada.
Wow.
Just like triples are only available like in this state and Nevada.
Yeah. Basically outside of California.
California gets a set if you put like a penny, like your one axle is a penny past a certain distance.
Oh yeah, California. Well, it's California here. We love laws and rules and papers, please, and the whole 9. Yeah, it's just.
I think it's time for the federal government to hostile take over the California government and say no.
You know, I would be fine with that because the people that are running our state have no clue as to what they're doing. They're talking about implementing a tax now for those people that drive in LA based on their mileage. Now, they're saying that's to help combat congestion, but you know nobody is going to be getting off the road because they have to pay for their mileage, so it's not going to help congestion. All it's doing is it's a boondoggle for the government. So
Yep.
Visit Sholo Corcus Museum. What the heck is a Corcus?
I don't know.
I'm just reading the sign. But
Let's
yeah.
Google it.
Well, you can Google it. I can't use my keyboard.
I'll Google it in a second. I can't use my keyboard either.
You googly?
I can Google it.
Oh.
What was it?
Well, I couldn't tell you how to spell it, unfortunately. It was a weird word.
Korkus.
Yeah.
Or Cous. It's Corcus, whatever.
Yeah, something like that. In Sholo.
There's an Air and Space and Planetarium here in Tulsa.
That's not Sholo.
I know. Changing the topic.
Obviously.
Talking about airplanes again.
So about the 777.
Yeah, how's your new addiction going there, David?
Well, I haven't had much time to fly it.
You make it sound like you bought the aircraft and had to start the 12 steps program.
The 12 steps learning how to do cold and dark.
Different 12 steps, but sure.
I think I might do the across the USA flight tomorrow.
Like
The
from.
only thing that I recognize is a guy with the last name of Corcus on Facebook.
Yeah.
Washington, like Seattle to Miami.
Oh, it's a nice long flight.
Trip 7.
Could join you.
Okay.
What time?
I do not completely know yet, because it depends if I fly
I think
tomorrow or not.
Friday night off is Miami, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
he's talking about doing that. But he's talking about doing a cross country, a transcon as part of it. Seattle to Miami.
What are you gonna do, Moose?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
You gonna
So-
go from Houston?
No, because we just did that. I don't want to go right back. That's boring. I'd probably come from somewhere in the north.
Boston.
New York.
Where it's freezing cold.
LaGuardia.
Well, if I'm gonna fly to New York, it's not gonna be to LaGuardia. Let's face it, that's trash.
So
Oh,
Moose,
New York.
No, if I'm gonna fly to New York, it's gonna be JFK because I have scenery for that.
DC.
I got DGC. I've got Dulles scenery.
Indianapolis?
I don't know about
Chicago?
Indianapolis. Chicago.
Chicago.
I want the new Dream Team Chicago scenery. What the heck?
Make sure
Montreal.
you pack a sidearm if you go out of Chicago.
Yeah, well.
Out of Chicago with a 7-1.
Yeah, I don't have it painted yet though. I need to get it painted. Whoa!
Moose.
Low flying
One.
aircraft.
Why is that crop duster so low?
I don't know, but he just tried to buzz me.
Not my
I
job.
mean, I get he's a crop buster.
A crossbuster? I like that better. He's a crossbuster.
What the crossbuster? I don't know.
Crop duster.
There you go. Dusting the crops.
You guys were just talking about it,
That
and
was
I
a
just
good
got
one,
it.
Crop buster.
Buzz me.
Crypt, if I need theme music, I'll call someone else.
When your corn ain't growing,
Dun,
then what's
dun,
going
dun,
on? Who gonna call? Crop busters!
Oh gosh.
dun, 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 dun.
Hey Chris, how you doing, man?
I am alive and I am well. How
well,
are you?
That's good. But by your voice, I assumed the first one, so I'm glad to hear the second is accurate as well. I'm doing very well myself. I am also clearly alive.
If I was ever
Number
like,
5's alive.
if I ever sent Captain Tim a message asking him he was no more, he says, "I'm alive, I'm not freezing."
Well, I did stay at a Holiday Inn last night.
Well, do I hang a Holiday Inn or Holiday Inn Express?
No, I didn't get the cinnamon rolls.
Okay, yeah, because the Express is the one that apparently makes you smarter. It's according to the commercials,
And they're the ones that have the cinnamon rolls too.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
now Now I want to make cinnamon rolls now. Thanks, Chris.
Well, go down to your local grocery and get some Pillsbury and knock yourself out.
Not 11 o'clock at night.
You could. Well, here our supermarkets are open until midnight. So what's your excuse?
I just don't want to go past 11.
Oh, well, you live in a bad neighborhood.
No, I've just been warned. Don't go out past sundown.
Past sundown.
I live in
What?
a weird place.
What is going on over there?
I'm in the weird part of Tulsa.
Do the monsters come out after sundown? The werewolves gonna get you?
No, the druggies do.
Encrypted spheres come out.
So you are living in a bad part of town. Dang.
I've been told some weird things about this place already. So it's like, okay.
Interesting.
Probably the reason why I don't go outside at night.
Yeah, I heard there's some guy named Crypto that lives there. It's kind of weird.
I heard it takes pictures of airplanes all day.
I heard he's trying to get a private pilot license, I think.
We have now entered New Mexico.
Si, senor.
We are closing on Socorro.
So Moose, my dad went on a business trip on Tuesday, so he was flying out of Houston up to Chicago.
Did he make it into Chicago?
Yeah, so his original flight left at 11:20 a.m.
Okay.
He didn't get there until 4:20 a.m. on the next day.
Oh.
Because he got onto the first aircraft, that broke down. And then the second aircraft he got on, that broke down because there was like something wrong with the annunciator light.
Was he flying on Allegiant?
He was on United.
Oh.
I was gonna say if he's on American.
And then he got on a third plane, and that one broke down. And I honestly don't know how many more he got on after that.
This is starting to sound like the Monty Python Sank Into the Swamp bit.
It sounds like United is trying to go be the next Allegiant.
Well, no, did he ever get into the air with those other ones that were breaking down?
No.
Okay, see the Allegiant conundrum is they wait until it's in the air and then it breaks.
Well, yeah, but they're ahead of the curve.
At least here they're finding out it's broken before he actually gets in the air. What's going on up here? We got some funny business going on. Oh, it's just a cop with his lights on for no reason. That's nice. He's peeing. It literally looked like he was taking a whiz on the side of the road. That was awesome. Put your lights on for safety.
Lights on for safety, kid.
You can at least find a bush, dude. I mean, come on. Cheapers.
Well, they're not called bushes and they're called shrubs.
Whatever.
The shrubbery.
We just passed a tree. I'm pretty sure they have some bushes.
The shrub.
Whatever.
It's actually a chaparral.
Chaparral. Nicely done.
Look at the time right now.
It's 4 in the morning.
No, look at the time.
I see it. 4:10.
No, like in real life.
Oh,
it's 9:47.
7:47. Woohoo!
If it's 7:47, 7 minutes, it's 7:47. What was it? 7:47, 7 p.m. 47 minutes and 7 seconds is 7:47-700.
Ladies and gentlemen, Crypto's brain officially seized up, I think, just now. That was interesting. What the
Now
heck
it's a
was that?
747-800.
748. No.
Imagine they built a 747 with the 777X folding wings. Just imagine that. A folding wing 747.
I'll catch you guys tomorrow night.
Well,
See you, Sean.
it'd be interesting if the entire wing folded, I suppose. See you, Sean.
747 fits in the same spot as the 737.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got to see the 777X cockpit, and it's heavily inspired by the 78 cockpit.
That I would not be surprised by.
And on that note, I am going to go to bed.
Gotcha. Where'd you get to see the 777X cockpit, by the way, before you leave?
Oh, I just saw it on Instagram.
Oh, nice. Well, cool. We'll see you later there, Kramer. Thanks for stopping by.
See you guys. Good night.
See you, Kramer.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye.
Captain Tim left already.
The question is, are you stopping in Soroka or are you stopping somewhere outside?
We're going to a tidbit, so I would think it's in Socorro or Sirocco or however you pronounce it.
What did Encrypted do to him?
What did Encrypted do? What?
What did Encrypted do to him?
Oh, due to him. Who knows?
Did you hurt Captain's feelings again?
In reality, Tim's internet connection probably just froze. It is like minus 30 degrees where he's at, so I wouldn't be surprised that the insurance just can't, the internet just can't power through that kind of cold.
Funny. Actually, you would think it would work faster because it's cold. Connectors work better in cold.
The electrons literally froze.
It's so cold you can see your Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah, exactly.
How cold is it? I can see my Wi-Fi signal. Wait, what? Yeah, it's that cold.
Indeed. Indeed. Okay, there's Socorro, so we're closing in, and it does look like we're kind of in the middle of town.
Yeah, you're making a left.
Bum 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 bum.
Wait a minute. I think you have pineapples on board there, Moose.
Why would I have pineapples?
Because you're going to a tidbit.
Huh?
You can buy cans of pineapple tidbits.
I'm not following you.
Tidbits of pineapple. It's like you have the slices, you have the chunks, and you have the tidbits.
Is it actually called that, or you just?
It is actually called that.
Okay.
It's like Dole's pineapple tidbits.
All right, fair enough. I clearly
Pretty sure
don't.
he's talking nonsense.
I clearly don't eat pineapples, especially out of cans, so I do not know this information.
I'm a very canny person.
Canny person? You say it's uncanny?
I can do things.
Oh gosh. Yes, we can. Alright, we got speed coming down as we come into town. Coming into town.
I'm pulling into the tidbit place.
Of course you are. Boop, boop.
I would laugh if I actually got a cargo load out here with these trailers.
What? Oh, with
the double.
Yeah,
the turnpike double.
I got you. I gotcha.
I'm headed over to a rail export.
Oh. Oop, that's a red light. What were you hauling there, Rothmuller?
Tacos.
Flour.
Oh, that's
See? Tacos.
That's not tacos. It could be made into tacos.
I think I light.
I kind of want tacos now.
Yeah, you should go to Taco Bell.
Oh, no. I said I want tacos, not diarrhea. Thank you very much.
There's a nice little restaurant by the Walmart where I go food shopping at that has really good place.
There's a great place over by one of our church campuses called La Fonda de Ophelia, and their food is really good Mexican food. Unfortunately, I just saw it looks like their business is for sale, or at least the spot is. So I don't know if they're going out of business or if they're just selling the business or what's happening. But
I literally have Mexican food every day for lunch.
Makes me sad. Really?
Yes.
Is that because that's all there is down there in Tulsa?
No, it's because there's a food truck right that comes to the campus.
Oh, okay.
I just go out, I don't feel like driving like a mile away to go get food. I just go out to the parking lot.
Fair enough.
It's really good. It's good actually. For some odd reason, food trucks are always better than restaurants.
I wouldn't say
That's a
always.
lie.
I wouldn't say always, but
Majority of the time.
they definitely have the potential to be.
A majority of the time, they are better than food trucks. Well, restaurants.
What? You just contradicted yourself.
Okay. Imagine having a food truck that is built off a 53-foot trailer.
It'd be a 53-foot food truck.
That would be a mobile restaurant.
Well, you say potato.
Well, if I had some serious money to make a food truck that was nationwide, I would legally get legally able to fold a turnpike double, just like put one trailer spot down, drop the one trailer, put the other trailer right next to it, slide the walls open, and says ta-da.
Yeah, the problem with that is you have to remember, as a food truck, you want to be going into these kind of, smaller areas where the workers are. So you'd have trouble reaching your clientele with the giant doubles truck that you were creating.
Unless if you're going into like a busy city.
Yeah, that too. And then everyone will despise you and not eat your food on principle. Because you're blocking up traffic.
What you do is you take a double to put one food truck in the one spot, go to the other side of the city, and put it on the other side there.
Alright. If you give me a ticket, so help me. Okay, good. Hey, look, it's a tidbit. And it's encrypted, blocking the entrance. How typical.
What I shot them.
I'm not blocking the entrance. The entrance is in front of you.
Uh-huh.
I'm blocking other people's entrance.
Well, we have to go over here anyway, so it matters not.
I'm blocking the candy cap spots. What do you expect?
Yeah, of course. Crypto has no mercy for handicaps.
It's also 4 in the morning, so who cares?
Hey, handicap laws know no time frame.
They're not even open.
Doesn't matter.
Despite the sign somehow being saying open.
Doesn't matter.
Hi, welcome to Tibet. We're open at 4 in the morning for some odd reason.
There's a sign that says "Go away, encrypted."
Go away, encrypted.
Nope, it says no Davids allowed.
Sorry, what's that? I'm driving over right now.
It says you can't. It's other than you can't park in. It just says you can't go inside the building. Oh, it's fresh and tasty.
So then I can block everyone's parking lot and just refuse to go in.
Yeah, he's one of those people.
Apparently, it says tomatoes at $10.99. And something else is like $5.99.
I think turkey for only $10.
I don't have any desire to buy tomatoes, period. So I'm not impressed.
Are you impressed?
There we
Turkey's
go.
only $9.
Is it like a whole turkey? That's impressive. If it's like luncheon meat, that's not very impressive. Alright, there's our load into Sakaro.
And that's the stream, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, well, it is going to be the stream, because I need to go find food.
That's now I'm hungry again, too, myself, so...
I know, you made taco overtures, and now I want tacos, so...
Burrito.
Can I... What's the picture command in...
F12.
Alt F4.
I'm not that stupid.
Hold the power button now for 3 seconds.
Yeah, nice try. Alright, now let me drop the trailer. Hello, Rothmuller.
You sent a picture?
I tried to get a picture, I'm not sure if it did or not. Hey, level 34, woohoo! We leveled up. Fuel economy.
See that no parking spot?
Who's at the no parking spot?
Hi.
Next to the recycling area. The one that I'm backing into right now.
Oh, god dang it.
Oh, that thing, you're blocking the... Here, I'll come head to head to you.
Don't know what Encrypted's trying to do.
I don't know either. Whoomp.
Cabin looks nice.
Come on, get perpendicular. Try it again. We're gonna make a T. Can't you do anything right?
I can land an airplane.
Oh, really?
Can't seem to drive a truck.
I can fly, but I can drive.
How do you get to the airport then? You take an Uber?
No, I walk.
He takes an Uber. There we go. It's like the Four Corners, although there's only 3 of us. Alright guys, that is going to do it for me. I will see you guys tomorrow for Friday Night Ops at 4 p.m. Pacific. That would be 23:59 Zulu or 0000 Zulu if you want to get technical, but that's a weird time. I can play that game too, by the way. Beacons! And where we'll be going to Miami, I don't know from where yet. I will think about it. If you have ideas, feel free to send those ideas to me either through...
Seattle.
No, it's not going to be Seattle. either through Discord, through Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, and I will take them under advisement, but I will be the final say, obviously, so, because I get to be. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. And if I don't see you tomorrow, have a good weekend. Bye-bye.